Daniel não reconhece não essa parada aí. Vamos lá. O joguinho copiou legal, velho, Soulsborne agora, velho. Mas tá legalzinho agora. Eita porra, veio dois. Aí não. Ui, 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 ui. Carai, borracha. Achando que eu quero, achando que eu quero. Porque não tem parry ainda. Se tivesse um parry aqui, você ia levar. Pois é, Daniel. Pois é, a gente ainda vai ter que jogar uma temporada de For Honor. Vou ter que jogar um mês ainda. Um mês não. 2 meses, né? É uma a cada 2 semanas. Eu vou entrar uma vez por semana até ele pingar. Até o fim do ano eu pego ele, eu acho. Agora, agora. Ai, 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 ai. Caralho, borracha. Fox fez platina hoje aí, Daniel. Fox é o bichão, hein? Vamos ver, hora do boss. Vamos ver se eu aguento com o boss. Exagero. Fox exagera, né? Vamos ver aqui. Vamos ver as mensagens aqui. Bora gay, vamos lá. Olha só, Adriano, a cópia de Souls Like. Eita. Ui, ui. Ui. Irmão, tô apertando um boss aqui. Claro, senão tu não joga comigo mais não. Oi. Não, não. 50% do card for garapa não faz parte não. Eita. Ui, 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 ui. Ui, ui. Eita, eita. Ai, tá pegando aqui. Ó o boss. Desgraçado. Eita, nós. Ui. O boss fica invisível esse desgraçado aqui, ó. Ah, me matou. Fracassei. Viu aí, amigo? A cópia descarada de Souls Like. O clima me lembra Evil Within. Manda um beijo pra avó aí. Essa avó linda aí. Vamos lá. Segundo round contra o boss. Vamos ver se eu mato. Round 2. Deixa eu ver se eu quebro a defesa dele. Ó. Ui, ui. Quebrou foi a minha. Ui, 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 ui. Nossa, tomei um uppercut aqui que Deus o livre. Não vou nem chegar no boss desse jeito aqui. Olha lá, bate pela parede aqui, ó. Hitbox mal feita. Ai. Que feio, mano. Passei vergonha agora. Fracasso. Bora, amigo, pega um Play 4 aí pra gente jogar o Need for Speed Hit junto. Vamos com uma colega aqui que tá assistindo a live. Eita, carai. Pelas costas. Eu queria mesmo. Eu queria mesmo. Não vou mentir não. Eu queria mesmo. Eita porra, 3x1. 3x1 não dá não. Ih, carai. Dá égua. X1 aqui não, meu brother. Tartarato. Vamos lá. Terceiro round, hein, amigo. Terceiro round. Vamos que leva o voz agora. Ui. Ui. O cara tá possuído, meu irmão. Opa! Porra, é essa? Acho que não é 3 agora. Ui, ui. Eita. Venha, venha, boys. Easy. Class foi perfect agora.
I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Easy peasy. Falou o cara que fez Gran Turismo, né, Fox? Uhum, tô sabendo.
Até você mesmo, cara. Você pegou o jogo pra você jogar modo?
Não, fora não. O jogo não é bom.
Então, você pegou o jogo só pra se divertir, né? Não?
Se o jogo fosse bom, a gente jogaria um bocadinho. Quer dizer, o jogo é bom. O jogo é bom. A verdade é essa, o jogo é bom. Mas. Eita porra, tem um bicho aqui. Eita cara, que susto. Da mãe. O jogo é bom. Não é meu estilo de jogo. Eita. Bora. Então não bate, eu bato. Ai, filho da mãe. Porra. Tá com sangue no zóio, mano. Quebrou.
Você conhece essa personagem?
Você de nobre. Não. Não que eu recorte.
Não, você conhece o Fox?
O Fox é assim, ele desaparece do nada.
Sei não.
Ai, ai, ai.
Você sabe que, tipo assim, na direita tem um combate,
Caralho. Ai, que susto do inferno. Deixa eu meter o pé aqui que tô levando um. Eita caralho.
você conhece o Fox? É bom, ele parece um herói interessante. Ele é muito. Tipo assim, ele é muito inteligente. É demais, velho.
Caralho, onde é a saída?
Então, você tem que jogar com uma pessoa que tem shield. É, separado. Aí do lado direito fica mais alto do que o lado esquerdo. Aí tu passa lá atirando a 100 por hora. Toda vez que você vai pro lado, o lado esquerdo te dá um tiro. É, você tem que fazer bem rápido.
Caralho, onde é o... Ui.
É assim.
É claro, é claro que você fez, Daniel. Claro que você fez.
Tá fudido já, velho.
Aí, Fox. Claro que você fez.
Eu acho que você tá zoando.
Ué, mas a gente tá falando sério, tu acha que a gente tá zoando? Caralho, me perdi como é que sai do lugar aqui.
Parece uma armadilha. Se eu tivesse jogando assim,
Ah, isso aí eu tenho certeza que você faz. Caralho, eu acho que eu tenho que matar os caras pra fugir, velho. Então aproveita, Renatinho comprar jogo é. Então aí. Aí que é o. Carai. Ui, 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 ui. Carai, borracha. Corre. Agora fiz merda. Bora vida. Enche. Bora vida. Enche que eu tô morrendo. Aí. Caralho, tá foda, não vou aguentar com esses filhos da puta não. Se ficar correndo pro lado pro outro até conseguir derrubar. Vou falar. Só pode. Nossa, eu não consegui passar entre eles. Pô, foi difícil agora. Tô passando vergonha no joguinho aqui. Ao vivo ainda. O mais engraçado é que a gente tá gravando os rages do Daniel, né? Já já. Caralho. Ah, mas aí você tem que ajudar o cara, pô. Falta quantas horas aí, Daniel, pra próxima batalha aí? Eita, que susto, cão. Saiu de onde? Que de rapariga. Nossa, que mentira, eu tava na esquiva. Filha da mãe. Tá fumando um cigarro. Ataca. Ui! Acabei de matar um boss e eu tô morrendo pros mobzinhos. Eu comecei ruim. Vergonha, vergonha. Agora eu consegui sair daquele lugar, eu acho. Sala do boss. Aí em cima. Esse andar aqui, se eu não me engano, é o térreo. Eu estou perdido. Ah, agora eu consigo sair. Ele não te viu atrás da tampa?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
Caralho, tá altão o vídeo aí que vocês ativarem.
Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Entendi, eu podia curar ela. Ah, ela tá saudável. Ah, só.
You can handle this.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Rato no hospital.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Do you need my assistance?
Not at all. I'm sure that you are used to gaining people's trust with your impressive skills. Well, it will not be the case with me.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Tentação do sangue. Lembre-se, o sangue cidadãos concede um grande bônus de experiência. Ah. em cima.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm a dead man. I was murdered. Now I'm a murderer. Tell me how this is a gift.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accept. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Ratos no hospital. Do lado de fora.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
Acho que
You're
esse
a
câmera tá olhando é pra mim, em vez de tá olhando
The
pro cara.
lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Please continue. Every detail.
Aguentei. Daqui a pouco eu volto aí.
It's essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
You are aware that I too know the thirst for the scarlet nectar.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Dr. Swansea is quite busy, and I need you to help me get acclimated. I have many questions.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Vamos encontrar a meretriz.
When I get back, I'll have a word with you.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Canal.
What's that?
What's that do? What's that do?
Rapaz, topete que esse radar é bem esquisitinho. Que porra é essa? Essa mulher tem que estar aqui dentro. Foi bom. Embora. Como é que eu chego nessa mulher?
Another night with the glorious battalion of German.
We hear disgust on every street corner.
Too much energy for so little response.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if the nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Cara, como é que eu chego nessa mulher? Perdido aqui já. Ah, essa mulher aqui, ó.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Mentirosa.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, Nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadogan fellow.
Ih, cara, buguei. Matar ela.
Go back home, idiot! for a gentleman. Oh, you! Stop there! It ain't human! Kill it!
Eita porra. Eu tava brincando só. Rapaz, como que eu vou pra ali?
Don't worry.
So many times. Oswald, you can't just die like this.
Horrifying epidemic.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Vixe.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
You've nothing to prove, Dr. Tippett, to anybody. And we all praise your experience. Please, have some rest.
I am perfectly fine, and I am not too old for this job.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Preciso dar uma pista, né? E eu não descobri como.
Don't worry, you're safe.
escada do outro lado, mas aquela escada tá fechada. Vou falar um fight com aqueles caras lá mesmo.
Watch yourselves!
Normal, os malucos é bravo. Porra, o cara tem um espingarda. Filha da mãe. Ah. Esses defeitos do jogo a gente aproveita. Ah, os caras nem perceberam. Ui, peguei na hora esquiva.
I'll kill you!
Ah, o maluco é nível 13. Ei. Eita, através do carro. Ridículo.
Bloody monster!
Meu irmão. Deu 13, é?
Don't worry, we're safe.
Caralho, como é que eu chego ali ainda? Não entendi.
Don't worry, we're safe. Relax.
Eita, caralho. Claro, tem gente, tem eu aqui, ó. Só que eu não entendi como é que eu cheguei.
Don't worry, we're safe. No one is here. Relax.
Ah, mano, se não é por aqui. Cara, o jogo tem um clima bem assustador, né?
We've dodged death so many times.
Don't worry, we're safe.
Can't just die like this.
Don't worry, we're safe.
Caralho. Bugado esse jogo, só pode.
No one is here. Relax.
Tá bom.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Minha mulher sumiu. Muito bom. Muito bom jogo. Ficou aberto aqui o caminho. Ô, bugueira. Desconfortivo. Deixa eu ver. Foi? Quê? eu cancelar a live aqui. Ah, mas eu vou.